You are watching AI Storytelling, YTS.
There is something about the ocean at night that unsettles the human mind. The silence isn't silence at all. It's endless, pressing, like the weight of 1,000 unseen eyes watching from beneath the waves. Out there, where the water swallows the horizon, fear changes shape. It's not the fear of monsters, nor of storms, but the fear of being forgotten, of vanishing into a place where no one will ever find you. And it is in that loneliness, that crushing emptiness, where a legend is born. They call it the Elysium, a ship that does not carry passengers, but collects them. And when you hear its name whispered by sailors, their voices always tremble, as if speaking it aloud might summon it from the fog. Tonight, you will hear why, and if you ever see a light moving in the fog where no ship should be, don't look twice. The Elysium was built in 1894 at a private British dockyard. Unlike other vessels of its time, its purpose was unclear. It wasn't commissioned by the Navy. It wasn't registered as a passenger liner. Records show it was financed by a wealthy aristocrat whose name vanished from archives soon after. What we do know is that the ship was immense for its era, over 400 feet long, steel-reinforced hull, with interiors that rivaled a palace. But something about its design was strange. Sailors noted narrow corridors that led nowhere, staircases that ended in sealed walls, doors placed higher than the floor itself. A shipwright who worked on her construction left a single note in his journal. This ship is not built to carry men. It is built to house something else. When the Elysium finally sailed from Liverpool in 1896, she carried only 36 crewmen and a handful of private passengers. None were ever seen again. Months after it vanished, sailors from Norway claimed to see a black ship drifting in fog. Its sails torn, but its deck eerily lit, as if lanterns still burned. They swore no one was on board, yet music, soft violin, echoed across the waves. For years, fishermen across the Atlantic spoke of strange encounters, nets tearing apart when cast near the drifting vessel, compass needles spinning violently, cold winds that froze skin even in summer, whenever the Elysium was sighted. By 1912, the Elysium had become a legend. Seafarers whispered her name the way others whispered ghost stories. To speak it aloud was considered bad luck. In 1924, the U.S. Coast Guard recorded something chilling. The freighter Maribel reported seeing a drifting liner, unmarked, about 200 nautical miles east of Bermuda. Its decks looked abandoned, yet signal lamps blinked from its bridge. A distress code. The Coast Guard dispatched the cutter Argus. When they boarded, they found no crew. Tables were set in the dining hall, food half-eaten, cups of wine still fresh. The ship looked as though its passengers had simply stood up and left mid-meal. The logbook, however, told another story. The last written words by the Elysium's captain read, "The lights below deck are moving again. If we do not survive this night, may God forgive us." The Argus attempted to tow the ship back, but before dawn, the tow line snapped in unnaturally calm waters. And when the fog lifted, the Elysium was simply gone. In 1953, an Italian trawler rescued a man adrift on a broken lifeboat. His clothes were decades out of date. Heavy naval wool, brass buttons. He spoke only in Old Cornish dialect, barely understandable. Through fractured words, he claimed he was a deckhand of the Elysium. He spoke of voices in the lower decks, of shadows moving in the walls, and of a room beneath the hull that wasn't on the plans. When authorities tried to question him further, he grew hysterical, repeating one phrase until his lungs gave out. "It isn't a ship, it's a prison, and it isn't done with us yet." He died 3 days later. His fingerprints matched no records. His body strangely decomposed within hours. By the late 20th century, curiosity hunters sought the Elysium. Private expeditions searched Atlantic wreck maps, hoping to prove the myth real. In 1987, a group of 4 divers from Boston claimed to have found it, half submerged, rusted, but intact. They reported lowering themselves into its corridors, finding cabins frozen in time. They recovered a pocket watch, still ticking, a diary with entries ending abruptly mid-sentence. Their footage, however, was almost unwatchable. The camera shook violently, audio warped by a deep humming sound. The divers' voices grew panicked. One by one, the lights went out. The last frame showed something impossible, a door opening underwater, with firelight spilling out. 2 of the 4 divers returned alive. Both were institutionalized within weeks. One tore his eyes out, screaming about faces staring from the rivets. The other repeated a date over and over. September 14th. It comes back, September 14th. In 2003, the British Navy recorded an unmarked vessel matching the Elysium's dimensions, drifting near the Azores. Radar confirmed it. Visual confirmation matched survivor sketches from the 1920s. A modern crew attempted to board. Their transmission, still archived, contained this: "We've secured the deck. No signs of life. Entering lower quarters now. Wait, the lights just came on by themselves. Hello? Who's there?" After that, static. The crew was never recovered. The ship once again disappeared. What makes the Elysium truly terrifying is not the sightings or the vanishings. It is the pattern. Every 27 years, without fail, she returns. Her decks appear clean, as is prepared for new guests. Her tables set. Her halls echo with footsteps no one can see. And each time, those who step aboard are never seen again. But here is the most unsettling truth. 2 months ago, a container ship near the Bay of Biscay reported an object on radar. A massive steel vessel, unmarked, moving without engines. They tried to signal. No response. Yet faint violin music drifted across the waters. The same described in 1897. And what day was it? September 14th. The ocean holds secrets that no map can reveal. And somewhere, out there, a ship waits. Its lanterns lit, its halls silent, its doors unlocked. Waiting. You're the next soul curious enough to step aboard. So if you ever find yourself at sea on a foggy night and you hear faint music carried across the water, ask yourself, do you believe in legends? Or are you ready to become part of one? Because the Elysium is still sailing, and it may already know your name. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos at AI Storytelling YTS.